The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
Hey everyone, just thought I'd stop by, say hello, do some arting, see how things are. I'm gonna be doing Cooper and Dogmeat today from what was it? That little show on Amazon. I'm trying to think of it. Is it Fallout? That's it. Amazing show if you haven't seen it. I heavily recommend it. But let's kind of go over to here because this is more what you're interested in. Bear with me here. I think I want a little bit more light on this. And I got a kitty who's complaining because that's what he does. He complains. Did my chair shrink? I think it did. One second. I know I got levers here to do stuff. It tilts it back. I thought I had levers that did stuff. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is smaller than it usually is. Bear with me here. We're having some technical difficulties. Yeah, that's it. That's where it is. It's in the back. Okay. He was around here someplace. Okay. There we go. That's much better. All right. So I did my roughy drawing already of Cooper and Dogmeat. So I'm going to be doing the full final pencils on him. Again, he's more, my kind of traditional anime style. But hey, that's kind of the fun part of it. And if needs be, I have my iPad right here. So I can pull him up and look at certain facial details and other such things. Granted, it probably won't really matter as much with this. But hey. Oh, that's pretty badass looking. I don't know who the hell drew that, but that is awesome. The things you see on Pinterest. What the fuck? Undo. There we go. Bear with me. Having some issues here. I've been having some very, very rough times. I'm sorry. Hard to say what fully is the worst of it, but definitely having some hard times. I have a GoFundMe in the little link down there below. If anyone could help out, it would help me so I can make sure pay rent and medical expenses and other such things. All right. Cooper Fallout. There we go. All right. Pinterest is kind of handy for this stuff. Okay. I think I want to go with the 2H. I think I want to go with something a little bit heavier. If anyone is interested, I'm hoping to sell this piece when all is said and done today. Still a bit. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that lid. He's got technically kind of a squarer jaw, probably than the one I gave him, but you know. Also, I had to draw in all the bullets on his bandolier here. Let's go with this one. I think this is a 3B lead. This will be a bit better. 3 or 4, it might be 4B. This is actually what I really like penciling with because I like a good dark line. And when I sketched in Dogmeat behind him, I had to put the little bandana around him because he's a very good boy, and he should have his bandana. I can't remember what the first Fallout was that he appeared with that on. Was he 3 or 4, I think? I can't remember if it was in 1 or 2. It's been a very long time since I played 1 or 2. Not going back, it's been a really long time since I played Wasteland either. I do kind of like the way the ghouls are, though. They have the radiated faces and everything. Just because I'm curious about something, bear with me here. If we get a little bit of a jumble in the audio, I apologize. I just want to see if I'm streaming correctly to the Indie Comics Network, because I plumb messed up last time and forgot to do it. And it looks like we are doing it. So good. Microsoft Bing. No. Don't want to use GPT. Whatever the hell it is. Get a Bing ad and it wants me to use AI. I don't know what for. Probably for search engine shit, but I just don't care. We have a cat trying to sneak up over here now. Bear with me. Rocket's debating what he wants to do. He's kind of right over there. I see you, Rocket. Yep, and he's brushing his head against the side of the laptop. And of course, I had to give Cooper kind of a silly size kind of shotgun thing that he has on his back. I had to make it look much more cartoony. Yes, I see. I do. Rocket is now rubbing his head into the microphone. You can kind of see his face a little bit in the corner. Oh, hang on. I have a cat here. This is gonna be crazy. It's like an earthquake. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You want to be in charge. You're like, this is my show. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love you. See? Everybody can see you. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're very cute. Mm-hmm. This is the cat attack on stream. Live. The other one's back over on my messy bed. Mm. Yes, I love you. And you're going to try biting my hair. Yes, you are. I know. I can tell. Because you're an evil little kitten. Not really little. You haven't been a kitten for a while, but as far as I'm concerned, you still are. I'm certain he'll be back. As much as you guys probably love seeing my kitties, you probably really came here to see me draw. Well, you may have come here to see my kitties. I don't know. Yeah, let me help. Yes, that's exactly what he's saying, Pete. Oh, God. As cats, they love to help. Yeah. Damn. I got fur all over the place now. So, if I sell this piece and people are interested, you may or may not get a little bit of cat fur with it. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah. Always good to see you come by, Pete. Hope your projects are going well. I know I got some good stuff going. I'm actually working on a webcomic for a sword and sorcery magazine, an online magazine. Hence why it's a webcomic. But yeah, they have been interested in my stuff and want me to do some work on it. I started developing it, and we'll see what happens. I got a gem rating coming, apparently. Gems Cat, I got a gem raid. I'm definitely happy I'm being rated by gems. That's fantastic. Oh, thank you for the rate. I really appreciate it. Always happy to see people rating me. Let's see. I hope your stream went well, and thank you for rating. Hey, Gems Cat. And yes, Pete, I did get that gig, so yep, that is good. I'll show some stuff from it further in the stream. But hey, Gem Cats, glad to see you. I'm currently running this streaming between a couple of different places, so if I don't see notifications, I apologize. So if anybody follows, subscribes, whatever, thank you. I appreciate it. Just giving you that all note now. So Thank you very much. Yeah, I've noticed StreamYard doesn't let me see all of the nifty notifications. Granted, I do have OBS here, and I should be able to see them there. Not going to fiddle with it right now. So you're drawing and how to come check it out? Well, I thank you very much. Yes, we're working on was it Cooper from Fallout and Dogmeat. I have the loose stuff kind of roughed in here, and I'm just going in. I'm giving it some better lines. Then I'll be inking it and selling it off. But I will happily give you a follow when this is over. I really appreciate it. I'm also going to leave that up the entire time. But yeah, I love getting rated. It's been a while since I've been rated, actually, so I really appreciate that. It's fun. I need to rate other people. Let's see. But has anyone not seen the Fallout series? So if I start talking about it, I don't really want to spoil it for anyone. Needless to say, Cooper was awesome. Also, the actor who plays him is just amazing. He always plays like the best douchebags. So. Forget his name off the top of my head, though. Still cat fur. Walton Goggins. He's amazing. Yes, that's his name. Walton Goggins. Yes, he is amazing. He's such a great actor. That's it. He played one of the leads in The Shield. I think that's the show I first saw him in. Was The Shield. Oh no, I had that right the first time. Almost gave him a fifth finger. Oh, sixth finger. He could have been the six-finger man. Yeah, erased some of my blue line when I did that. I'm starting to wonder if I should light box my blue line or not, or if I should do the light boxing on stream. But it's probably kind of boring. I mean, I do all my rough stuff, and then I light box it to get some lines, and I light box to get this, and I kind of go from there. man. But yeah, so hopefully the Sword and Sorcery comic will bring in some extra cash to help me out as well. I gotta say, being disabled sucks. I mean, I get great parking, but that's really what the benefits end. I could have referenced shotguns, I think, a bit more, but I wanted to be kind of cartoony looking. Oh, where was that when I needed it? I got a good look at his jacket and stuff finally. Could have used that the other day when I was sketching this. I also have to finish up doing some graphic design work for that same online magazine. I got to finish that up too. Designing out a couple of logos for them and stuff. So I'm incorporating some of the Sword and Sorcery comic stuff into it, so that will be fun. Doing all that digitally, though. It's funny, I'm working on a webcomic and I'm actually drawing it primarily traditionally. There's something more rewarding about using a pencil. It's a mechanical pencil, but that's beside the point. I'm not endorsed by Pepsi, so I won't be showing their logo. Thinking about this, I probably should have had a bit more on his shoulder. Whatever. Now, my hope is to go at least an hour and a half today. If not, I'm going to try going. Oh, I'd like to go 2 hours, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go at least an hour and a half. Depends on how much of the piece we get done. And I will be on Sketchy Saturday tomorrow morning on the Indie Comics Network. I'll be hanging out there. I might be working a bit on the Sword and Sorcery stuff. Could be working a bit more on Coop here. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, though. Let's bring that up. Take it. Damn it. Alright, his pants are kind of pinstriped, so that's a detail I'll add in when I get to it. And next week, I'm probably going to try doing Deadpool and Wolverine. I may try to take advantage a little bit of the movie that may or may not be coming out soon. I will, I'm probably going to put Wolverine, though, in his, kind of the classic, yellow and blue, costume. The X-Men 97 one, or the Jim Lee one, basically. I mean, I know that's kind of what he wore in his original appearance, but it looked different enough that it wasn't that suit. So, but it was definitely inspired by that suit. I mean, as someone who has the first appearance of Wolverine, pull that out at some point. It's one of the few books I have slabbed. And emergency vehicles. They may have found me. I'm going to rough these in a little bit. Let's get some bullets in there. Okay. We can do the infamous war. War never changes. Huh. We'll stick that into this someplace. Which I believe in just about all the. I'm not sure if it's in the fourth one, but pretty much like all the video games, the voiceover for that is Ron Perlman, and he's just got that amazing voice. Okay, we'll detail out the bullets a bit. Let's just kind of get a little bit more going here. I was trying to do them a bit more stylized in some ways, but hoping it kind of came off right, but it's not usually kind of my typical way of drawing, as it were. Now we'll see if we can get this to look a little bit like leather. Kind of as I'm going here. And for anyone tuning in, we're doing Cooper and Dogmeat from Fallout, the Fallout TV series. Although my version of Dogmeat, he's got the bandana around the neck because it's just so cute. I'm gonna arbitrarily say that's where the bullets eject from. This isn't exactly a real gun, so I don't care. I was going to feature realistic weapons. I would have used a lot more reference. But Fallout has some kind of goofy looking guns in it, so. Oh, man. Okay, not lose my mind. All right. It's weird. It's got these like buttons that are in different areas down it. So it's kind of cool that I found some good reference for the jacket. Kind of wish I had it yesterday. Let's see. I saw Civil War last week with my uncle. He took me out to see it. It was very good. I highly recommend it. It's also disturbing in a lot of ways. The two states that banded together for it, though, yeah, that will never happen. But as movies go, it was very good. I'd highly recommend it. I was also able to catch a showing of Abigail, which little monster girl murdering people most likely deserve it. Yeah, I'm all for it. I was able to go out and see that with a friend. They were kind enough to pick up my ticket for me. And I was able to watch Late Night with the Devil, which like just came out on some of the streaming services and all that. So hung out with my uncle and watched that one. I have a very good relationship with my uncle. It's his fault I'm into Star Wars. He took me to see them when I was little. So we watch movies and usually eat cool food. But hey, we have our dinner and snacks and everything. But yeah, so we watched that, and yeah, that was incredible. That was utterly incredible. Great, great movie. Probably the best horror movie of the year. I mean, I don't know if it will be, but as of right now, it's definitely my pick for best horror movie of the year. Just fantastic. I mean, Cooper has a bulkiness to him, but I was kind of thinking that he should be a bit thinner since he's, well, a ghoul. I guess ghouls can get bigger and stuff, but usually they tend to be kind of thin. I mean, Walter Goggins isn't exactly the biggest guy, but he definitely had kind of a. He definitely looked like he had meat on him. So I made my version a little bit more lean. I might try to do a few of the other Fallout characters as well as we go on. Like I would like to do Lucy and Maximus. Maybe gets the power armor in there too. I mean, drawing power armor just strikes me as fun. So that's a thought. Excuse me. The costume design in the show is also amazing. Excuse me. The only sad thing about the Fallout TV show for me is I gotta wait like 2 years for the next season. So. Okay. I guess I did with Preacher too. So, or Reacher, not Preacher, Reacher. Preacher was a fun show too. I prefer the comic. All right. Depending how far I get with this, I'm hoping to ink it on stream too, and then start doing some gray tones into it. I haven't really been inking a lot of my stuff lately. Just been using the pencils. But this one I want to sell, so, you know. Oh, really? Sorry, somebody's meowing. Yes, I know. You'll be making another appearance soon enough, I have a feeling. Rocket's back. Yep, somebody wants to complain because complaining is what he does. He's not getting all the attention, so he wants to complain. Ha, gotcha. Ha, yep. Ha. Yeah. It's only a matter of time before he tries to bite Mommy's hair, because that's what he does. Yeah, everybody really comes to these streams for you. I know. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I know. Okay. Do you not want to go? Sorry, I have a purr ball, and he will be purring. And this is where I also get more cat hair. So, anyone does purchase this, you may or may not get a little bit of cat fur. It's an added risk. I try to get rid of it all, but you know, it just gets everywhere. Especially with Rocket, because it's shedding time. And he's a long-haired, furry cat. He's really what? What? I just fed you. I didn't just feed you, but I fed you recently. You're not getting any more food. And I gave you treats. I do have to open the new box of food, though. Do that later. Ah, really? I don't know if anybody's been commenting. I haven't seen anything, so it's been kind of worrying me because I noticed I do have a lot of viewers. So let's just take a quick peek here. Guess not. Okay. Thought I was missing stuff. Yeah, I know. You want all the attention. You want all of the attention. How did your brother's bear get over there? Mm-hmm. He really wants attention. Yeah, you do. I know you do. He meowed again. God, you're making it so it's hard to pet you when I'm drawing. It's like get fur everywhere. I probably made the long card a little bit too long, but whatever. It's comic books, because comics. I am still not giving you any food. You have plenty of food over there. I can see it. This food's like right next to me for the most part. Well, it's a few feet away, but you know, my apartment is tiny, so basically right over there in my kitchen area. You just want to complain about everything, don't you? I have to say, watching that series made me really want to go back and play Fallout. Actually, I could load it up on this because on my PC because I have Fallout 3 on PC. Yeah, I could do that. I have Fallout 4 also, but I kind of like 3 better. Yeah, I know. It's terrible, isn't it? I think it's also when I first played 3, I was very sick. It's out of work for like a week or so. I mean, I was really, really sick. I had like a horrible flu, and I basically played Fallout to take my mind off things. Yeah, I did. You weren't even around then. You weren't even born. Neither was your brother. I didn't have either of you at that time. Matter of fact, I was staying at my parents' house playing with their cat, who was a kitten at the time. He wouldn't leave me alone. They still have that cat, too. Okay, he finally gave up and he went to eat the food he had. I'm amazed. Getting lost a bit in my own lines here, so bear with me. I want to darken some stuff up and so I can tell the difference on things. This is the jacket. There should definitely be more of a separation between the jacket and the pants. Oh, he's coming along pretty good, I think, though. I am definitely enjoying it. So I might do it a little bit bigger, but these are easier to mail. So, also, I will be doing an art show May 18th at a brewery of all places, a local brewery around here called Barrel House Z. I'll be down there selling my wares, doing stuff, and selling some comics, selling some other things, original art, stuff like that. Figure of the yay, more emergency vehicles. If everybody's seen the new Deadpool Wolverine trailer, It's got the Liefeld reference in it that says no feet. It's like no feet nail salon or something like that. I was very amused. Little Easter egg stuff in those trailers has been great. I'm really looking forward to that movie. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I mean, I love superhero stuff, but I'm definitely feeling a lot of superhero fatigue. That's why watching movies kind of like Abigail and was it Late Night with the Devil and stuff like that has been kind of a breath of fresh air because it's just been new. It's not superhero, it's other stuff. Granted, the Abigail movie, I mean, vampire basically has superpowers. They're supernatural, but they're superpowers. The little girl that played her, dear God, she did like a lot of her own stunts in that movie. I'm pretty sure that when we get all said and done with this, the back of the coat here, it's going to be another case of when in doubt, black it out. That will help pop it a little bit, I think. I think it might go in there now. Going about an hour. All right. I mean, I could go in here and just put the 3X's to be like, yeah, this is the spot where you're supposed to fill it with blacks, but I find that boring. So we got the finale of the Bad Batch coming up. I think they're going to show the last 2 episodes next week. This upcoming Wednesday. That'd be my guess. That's how they usually close it out. So, and X-Men has been incredible. I have been super happy with X-Men 97. Definitely hit all my nostalgia buttons for the X-Men animated series back in the 90s. Watching that like when I was in high school. Or one of Dogmeat's like feet back here. I was like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh, it's one of the feet to the dog. It's a foot. And I add the gray tones to this. I can separate the pants from the jacket even more. So I'll do them in different grays to kind of pop them. And I'll do the cheat thing of how to hide the feet a bit more. But hey, I tend to draw feet at least. Let's see. Did you hear George Lucas might be coming back to a Star Wars series? I have heard talk of it. I don't know how true it is, to how much wishful thinking it is. I have contacts with Lucasfilm, and nobody's saying anything, so. I mean, right now I'm just stocking it up to rumor. I mean, if I see a press release or something, I'll definitely believe it. But as of right now, I'm not, like, getting my hopes up. Also, and everybody's like, oh, George, take it back, and George, do this, and George, do that. I'm like, George gave us episode 2. It was arguably garbage. I mean, it was Star Wars garbage, which means I liked it anyway, but it was arguably the most garbage movie of the prequel trilogy. And episode 1, where I like parts of it, really isn't that good either. Episode 3, I think, is legitimately a good movie. Now, the sequel trilogy, I definitely have some issues here and there. Overall, I enjoyed them. Third one needed a lot of work. J.J. Abrams just, yeah. I don't trust him. So, oh yeah, we're also coming up on May the 4th. I'll probably definitely be trying to do some streaming on the 4th and 5th. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to do the 5th this year, because I think it falls on a Sunday, and I run D&D for a kids group on a Sunday. Then I play D&D that night, so that one might be out. The 4th is also technically, like, one of my best friends' birthday, so, usually I like to try to do some stuff with her, but I think she's working, which sucks. It always sucks to work on your birthday. But yeah, I'll definitely have to do some Star Wars stuff on May the 4th. Actually, next week would be where it falls to the 4th. I think the 3rd is Friday. So I'll probably do some stuff on the 3rd no matter what. I might probably do some Star Wars stuff on the 3rd. And go from there. Let's see, they should have written all 3 sequels together instead of one at a time. I agree. Basically, they should have had a plot outline the way they did with Lucas. No. Okay. Everybody thinks that Lucas had all 3 of the original written at once. He didn't. He had a big script that he called the Star Wars that he pulled approximately the middle section out and then heavily changed it. Like there's been a lot of changes since that. And he basically just readapted it. And he kind of knew where he was going with the things, like, he had an outline. And when he did the prequel trilogy, again, he had an outline. But he didn't start writing, like, episode 2 until after episode 1 was done. And when he started working on his version of the sequel trilogy, he had an outline. And I wish they used that, because his outline was really, really good. Like, it was very intriguing to see where they would have gone with it. I mean, I kind of like the idea that I was going to focus more on, like, the crime bosses and things, and that, it was also going to heavily focus on Darth Maul was going to be the overarching villain, and we would have found out who the actual chosen one was, because it wasn't Anakin, it wasn't Luke, it was Leia. And we still would have had the Rey character. Her name would have been Kira. I believe it was Kira was her working name. And she was going to be, like, the daughter of Luke. And his girlfriend from the original Star Wars, which was a cut scene. I think you can still find footage of it, but yeah, that show her in it. I know the novelization makes mention of her. At least I believe it does. It's been a long time since I've read it. But yeah, no, they should have had definitely more of a working outline for the whole damn thing when they went to do it, because it just wasn't that great. I mean, and pretty much everything they set up in The Last Jedi, they then ignored in Rise of Skywalker, and they're like, well, we'll bring back the Emperor. Like, no, that was done. There was so many better ways you could have handled that. I don't know. My headcanon of it, I would have done something like with I would have taken a little bit from Timothy Zahn. I would have done something with with someone like Joruus C'baoth and Luke Skywalker. Luke. Because, I mean, they had the whole thing with the lightsaber showing up, but they never said, like, how they got it and things, so that would have been, like, far cooler. But whatever. Missed opportunities. And I'm not even a big fan of the Zahn trilogy. I mean, there's parts of it I really like. I like Grand Admiral Thrawn, but I didn't really like the way they beat Grand Admiral Thrawn in the books. It just didn't feel pulpy enough for me. I mean, I also like Mara Jade. I don't believe Lucas did like Mara Jade, because he already had kind of the girlfriend in mind for Luke. But hey, Mara Jade worked. I'm glad we're getting some of the stuff, at least the stuff that I like from it, with what Dave Filoni's doing with the Mandoverse and stuff, and how they're getting ready to do a movie about that stuff, which may or may not be a trilogy. Not saying it is, but I have my expectations. But yeah, no, they should have definitely outlined everything at once. They should have basically had a good idea of what they wanted to do, like, right from the beginning. Like, honestly, I would have heavily leaned towards making Luke the bad guy, but that's just me. doing something either with the evil clone or that he falls. He's too much like his father. But some ways I think that might have ruined his arc in Return of the Jedi. But I know one of Lucas's ideas was to do Luke as a villain. To have him come back as kind of a villain. But yeah, definitely have to do something Star Wars related next week. Haven't decided what yet. Maybe I'll do something Bad Batch related since we're in basically the final episodes of it. I don't know. Think of something. Okay. Let's try to get some dog meat in here, actually. So I just drew like a really quick little doggy. Without really much detail. I do kind of want to get a shot of what he actually looks like. Oh god, this is a picture of him with goggles on. Oh, I gotta put the goggles on. Yeah. That's a thing that's gonna happen. I got the ears right. He's got big goofy ears. This looks like it's the Fallout 4 version of it that I'm looking at here. Let's rough that in kind of light so I can get an idea of what I want to do. Yeah, I'm definitely the type of person that if I can find something that's a bit more cartoony, I'm going to go with it. But hey, and a doggo with basically goggles on, that is awesome. This is making me realize that I don't draw animals enough. To think, I actually used a bit of reference for this. forgot he had goggles on in that game. This is so cute. Granted, I just more of made a kind of a quick sketch of the dog. Kind of more how a dog's nose works. Let's get the nostrils up in there. He's got such a face. But yes, streaming with Alikat usually always devolves into some talk about Star Wars because she's obsessed with it. So yeah, it's a thing. It definitely happens. I'll definitely be talking about more of it next week. Yeah, I need to draw more animals. That's what this is telling me. I mean, I can draw Odie. Maybe I should draw Dogmeat as Odie. That could have been kind of funny. Do Garfield characters as characters from Fallout. That could be very amusing. I guess it does look like a dog. Just not my best. And now the other one's crying for attention. Isn't that right, Hobbs? I'm not coming into the bathroom. I will say this, though. He's a very good boy. No, Dogmeat. Hobbs is a pain in the ass. I guess he's a good boy, too. No, I thought he came out here. Huh. Oh, there he is. Looks like Muttley. Yeah, we're going with it. It's Muttley Dogmeat. As I said, I'm not really the best at drawing dogs. I can draw cats okay, but that's because I have a few, well, models. I have to do more concept work, I think, on getting dogs done. But hey, I'm going with it. Speaking of cats, the Orange Menace is here. Yeah, but hey. No, I never made the claim that I draw realistically. So, we're going with it. It's my Muttley Dogmeat. At least Pete thought it looked like a dog. Yeah. I should have done some studies of German Shepherds or something before I drew them, but hey, you live, you learn. I generally try to. I don't remember that. Well, when I'm doing the Sword and Sorcery comic, when I go to put different animals in, I will do studies of things just to kind of get a good feel for things. I'll do more studies, but that's the difference of just doing something quick and that. Actually, if we do Sketchy Saturday next Saturday, I should definitely push for. We should definitely capitalize on Star Wars Day. Don't want to get a tangent there. Came close, but no. Won't really work if I try drawing it with that end. I mean, I could keep going till I can make it happen, but it'd be too much of a pain in the ass. Yes, I learned how to draw like bricks and stuff like that by copying John Byrne. But hey. Yeah, I'm at the spot where I jump around a lot on what I'm working on. But hey, the nature of drawing backgrounds. Oh, Levi Krause, nice and relaxing watching you draw this afternoon. Can we somehow get Randy a camera as nice as yours for the streams? Yeah, that would be probably fairly nice. Yep, this is actually a very simple Logitech camera, I mean, there's nothing really to the one I'm using. Uh, and the one I'm using for my face is just the built-in one. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have my DSLR hooked up for this. This is just, as I said, just a simple webcam. Also, incredible tattoo. Is that your work also? It's actually a combination of myself and the tattoo artist. We both kind of came up with the design. I sent him some stuff that I was thinking about, then he kind of created this out of it. And I love it. He'll be getting my next tattoo too. Tattoo also? Tattoo too? Yeah. Yep. I want to get on my other arm kind of a ghostly tiger going around here. I don't want to go underneath here though, because that sucked. Super sharp, very cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love it. It's probably one of the best decisions I've made in recent years. I've wanted literally a variation of this style of tattoo for ever, like since the 90s. Being a rather huge anime and manga fan, I watched a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho. Actually, I was reading the manga before it was translated over here, and after I'd seen a movie version of it, which I'd never heard of, but I got it for free. It's called The Poltergeist Report, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Hiei's dragon tattoo. I've always been like, oh, it's amazing. I want that. So this is a variation of that. So I didn't want to just have a black dragon looping around me, which would have been fine, but not really me. Bring it out a little bit further. What are we doing for time? I got 15 minutes. Probably not going to get to the inking on this one, but hey. That's loud and obnoxious. Progress is what I like to say. Yeah, I would have to agree. Wow. A lot of emergency vehicles today. Granted, I live next to a hospital, so I kind of expect to hear a lot of emergency vehicles going by. I'm painting a mural of my daughter. I've been keep telling myself that as I'm in there cussing at acrylics. Fair enough. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. I was actually debating on doing a little bit of acrylic work myself recently. Can bug Dave for that. He was doing some acrylic Fazetta studies on his stream on Monday, and I just wanted to pull out my paint and go. But I keep telling myself I'm gonna paint. I should probably do gouache because that's what I've been really trying to learn. Yep. Definitely have to do more studies of dogs in the future. I don't draw realistically to begin with, but should probably get it a bit more. Still overall happy with it though, I think. Not happy with it. Just think I could have done better. I didn't mean to actually hit my pencil there initially, but I'm going with it. All right. Have you seen Richard Friend's paint work? Oh yeah, no, his stuff is amazing. Yeah, Richard Friend is, oh God, his stuff is just amazing. Uh, yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of his stuff. I follow him. Actually, I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. But I do follow his YouTube channel and stuff, and his stuff is just, mm, dude is a master. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, his stuff is great. It's just utterly amazing. Right, how do I want to do this? You're creepy. Oh, how nice of you to tell me that. Huh. I guess I am creepy. But hey, it is what it is. I'll wear it as a badge of honor. But hey. Okay, followed fans should know what the heck I'm doing when I put WNC on stuff. So it's kind of random to come into a stream and call the hostess creepy. I don't disapprove, but it's a thing. It's just a little weird. Okay. And okay, what did I do? What the heck did I do with my bag? Nope. My dinosaur pack. Because dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? Dinosaur bag that's falling apart. It's well loved. Oh. And it is still April. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to call it here for today. That's about 2 hours, just under 2 hours. And yeah, so next week, probably doing some Star Wars stuff. We'll see what happens on Sketchy Saturday. And I'll be on Sketchy Saturday tomorrow morning. Hoping to be on Sketchy Saturday the following week, and I can convince them to do some more Star Wars. That'd be great. But yeah, so I will see everyone next time on Arting with the Alikat. I'd like to thank you all for coming. And thank you, Levi. I really enjoyed you being here. And we can harass Randy about getting better better camera systems in the future. But until then, I'd like to say goodbye, everybody. Have a great one.